Hey there, this is Andrew from ClickFunnels support team. In this video, you're going to learn how to use a two-step order form element and how to customize it. In order to add this to your order form page, select it among order elements and select this two-step order form element and click on it. If you decide to add this element, you will have to delete all the order form elements such as, for example, email input forms, product selectors, credit card elements, and so on, because they are already built into this particular element. So what you have to do is to delete all of them and keep the two-step order form on this page. Two-step order form consists of two steps. The first one is a contact opting in, and the second one is the contact completing the purchase. If you want to customize this element, you can go ahead into the settings, and you will see that you can select between the steps. If you want to see the second step, click here. If you want to see the first step, click here. Below that, you will find the enabler of the settings for the first step and the second step. If you want to see the settings for the first step, select Show Step 1 Settings, and you will see the settings that you can customize for this particular step. If you want to change, for instance, the shipping text here, you can go ahead and change that to whatever you want, ClickFunnels test, for example. And you can go ahead and customize all those texts on this form by changing this text in the settings of this step 1 setting. Whenever you finish setting up the first step, you can go ahead and select it to be hidden. And for instance, we want to customize the second step after that. We will go ahead and show the step 2 settings and select this step to appear on the page. For example, I want to change this text to purchase. I will go ahead and change it like that. And this is basically how to customize the two-step order form. The elements that are by default added to the two-step order form are the full name, email address, phone input forms, and the shipping address input form. On the second step, you can find a product selector, credit card element, order summary, an order bomb product element, and also a button set to submit the form. Sometimes you don't need all of those input forms, or for example, if you don't have an order bomb product, you can go ahead into the advanced settings of this element and hide them. For instance, you don't want to gather the phone field. You can go ahead and select it to be hidden, and it will be hidden from this two-step order form. If you don't want to gather the shipping address, you can go ahead and hide it too. For instance, you don't have an order bomb product, you can go ahead to the advanced tab and select it to be hidden too. So it will be hidden. You can also, in the advanced tab, customize the animation. If you want this element to appear after a certain delay, you will set it up here, or you can set up the animation type on a page load, on a page scroll, and you can customize it to your liking. So on the first step, you can customize these elements that you can select here, and you can see them by selecting Show Step 1 Settings. If you want them to be hidden, just select Hide here. And if you want to customize the second step, you can select Show Step 2 Settings and customize them here. After that, you can go ahead and hide them. I would like to note that it is not possible to add your own input forms to a two-step order form. So if you want, for example, to gather some custom type input forms and include them into an order form step or two-step order form element, it will not be possible. So in order to gather some additional input forms, some additional information on your page, you will have to build a one-step order form and add this input elements to your page manually, because it will not be possible to add those to a two-step order form. So to summarize it, a two-step order form is very useful if you don't want to build an opt-in page and an order form page separately, so you can combine them into one element and have your contacts opt in on this page and also make a purchase on the same page. If you want to customize this element, you can go ahead and hover over this gear icon for this particular element, customize the step 1 settings, step 2 settings, and select which ones you want to be hidden. For example, if you want to gather the phone number, if you decide to show it, you can do that. If you decide to gather the shipping address, you can go ahead and show it. If you don't gather that, you are free to hide them. And it is basically how you add a two-step order form and customize it. If you have any other questions left, feel free to ask our support team and we will give you a hand with the setup. Thank you.